Hi Rockets! Today I'd like to talk with you about how to use socks to put on a puppet show. There are several ways that you can do this. You can create your own sock puppets using socks and materials like felt, googly eyes, hot glue. You can make a really fancy sock puppet, something like this. Or this. Or something like one of these. Or even an animal sock puppet. Or you can keep your sock puppets really simple, and that's what I'm going to do today. So in order to put on a puppet show with socks, the first thing that you'll need is some different socks. If you're not going to decorate your socks or turn them into certain characters, then you'll probably want to pick out some socks that look different. That way you'll be able to tell your characters apart. So here I have a purple sock and a gray sock. I have some socks with different patterns and colors, and a fuzzy brown sock. And this way, when I'm picking out my characters, I'll be able to tell them apart. I'll remember that the brown sock is a certain character and the purple sock is a different character. The next thing that you'll need besides your socks is a story to tell. So you can brainstorm stories that you know really well. You can also make up your own story. Today, I'm going to retell a story that I know really well, a story from earlier in our clothing study, which is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So to retell Goldilocks using socks for puppets, I'm going to need to decide which sock is which character. So I think I'll make Goldilocks my purple sock. Then I'll make Papa Bear the brown sock, Mama Bear the gray sock, and Baby Bear the orange sock. So here I have my characters, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I'm almost ready to start telling my story, but I need to turn these socks into a puppet. To do that, I'm going to put my socks onto my hands. You can wear two puppets at the same time. So I'll wear Goldilocks, and maybe to start off with, I'll wear Papa Bear. As I said before, you can decorate your socks with googly eyes on top, felt for a tongue. You can add yarn for hair. You can add many different details using different types of fabric, buttons, googly eyes, tacky glue and hot glue, or you can simply fold your hands and now you have mouths. So here I have Goldilocks and here I have Papa Bear. All right, before I start telling my story, I'm gonna find somewhere to be my stage. A stage can be any place in your house that you can kind of get behind. I'm gonna use my couch for this so that you can see what I mean. Let me turn my screen around. So here's my stage for my puppet show. When I put on my puppet show, I'm gonna duck down behind my couch and lift up my arms so that all you see are the puppets. Let me show you what I mean. Putting my puppets back on. And now I'm ducking down so that all you can see are my sock puppets, which will be the characters for my story. You can put on a puppet show by yourself, switching out the socks. Maybe at first you're Goldilocks walking through the woods, knocking on the bear's door. Knock, knock, knock. Maybe next you're the bears coming home. Papa Bear and Mama Bear coming home to say,
"Hey, somebody's been eating my porridge."
Notice how as I was telling you the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I had to switch out my socks so that I could pretend to be different characters. You can also invite your siblings to participate in a sock puppet show with you so that you can have more characters on stage at the same time. All right, so remember that if you decide to put on a sock puppet show, you can retell any story that you would like. It doesn't have to be Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It can be another story that you know really well, maybe the Three Little Pigs, maybe the Three Billy Goats Gruff, some other well-known fairy tale or nursery rhyme, or one of your favorite books that you read at home. It can also be a story that you make up all on your own with imaginary characters that you have imagined and with an imaginary story for those characters. It doesn't have to be a story that already exists. You can be the author or the playwright of your sock puppet show. All right. If you decide to put on a sock puppet show, feel free to record it. I would love to be a member of your audience and see what you're working on. You can post it on Seesaw. You can send it to me via email. I will see you next time for our next activity. Bye, Rockets.